Hey everyone, so Valentine's Day is almost here. Now if you hate Valentine's Day, I'm going to look into what causes some of those negative feelings and what can be done so that you don't have all this anxiety and all this dread when Valentine's Day is coming up. So I wanted to start off with the concern that this is just an opportunity for corporations to make a lot more money, and yes, if corporations have a way to make money off something, they will do that. Big holidays are no exception. You know, Christmas, Easter, Groundhog Day, all the big ones. Now, if you're single on Valentine's Day, you might tell yourself, you know, I don't care. But when you see everyone else doing relationship stuff, that's normal. You would feel a little bit left out. Even if not being in a relationship the rest of the year is not a big deal. I've never heard of someone on March 14th waking up and say, oh no, single on March 14th, will I never find someone to love me? Now, what contributes to this feeling is that we have a very hedonistic, FOMO, instant gratification culture that we live in now. So generally technology progresses to make things easier and more convenient for us, or just better. So that's why we have dishwashers and cars up to Uber Eats and Amazon Prime. However, you can't just Amazon Prime a girlfriend, so you have one on Valentine's Day. There are those sex robots, but that's not a conversation I want to have. Now let's say you have been trying. Now at the risk of sounding like that cliche millennial complaining about modern dating, it is quite a bit different for us than it was for our parents' generation. Aziz Ansari had a book called Modern Romance, and it's all about how dating is so different from our parents' generation. So their range of options was basically their town, their neighborhood, or just their street. So although in that time you may have had fewer options, your potential love interest did as well. There wasn't as much FOMO because it's, well, I got these options, so I might as well choose something and commit, or just be okay not having anybody. However, for us now, if you live in or near a big city, you have almost an unlimited amount of options. And that makes it harder and harder to make a choice. Even if you are a pretty good catch, they might think, oh well, could I just do a little bit better? And on the flip side of this instant gratification culture we have, if anything makes us feel uncomfortable or makes itself inconvenient, that just becomes the end of the world. And that's why some people are really afraid of commitment. It requires you to trust another person, and that makes you a little bit vulnerable because that trust can be broken and that will hurt. So that's why some people elect to just try and suppress those feelings as much as possible and avoid getting into a relationship entirely. I also believe this pain avoidance is the root cause of ghosting. Now, if you've been seeing someone for a while and you have to tell them you're no longer interested, that can definitely get a little bit uncomfortable. And that's why so many people choose to say nothing at all. Now, they obviously know it's a shitty thing to do, but our culture is so much more focused on you caring about your own feelings. So that's why so many people choose to do the easy thing rather than the right thing. And ultimately, that's why Valentine's Day can suck so much. For all the effort you made, all the time and energy you spent going on dates, it's getting thrown back in your face that ultimately it didn't work out. So what can we do about that? Now, there's two main points to keep in mind. The first that is, all right, Valentine's Day, it's reminding us of something that we don't have. To combat this, try to be happy for the people who you know who are in a relationship and are doing something for Valentine's Day. If they mention, oh yeah, my girl and I are going out on Friday for Valentine's Day, you could say something like, oh yeah, that's cool, man, do it up. You don't have to go, oh, that's so romantic, but be happy for them. Looking outward to celebrate the success of others is a lot better than looking inward and just throwing yourself a pity party. Now, the second point is that if you do catch yourself looking inward and just feeling bad for yourself, remind yourself that you're still an awesome person. Even if you're not with someone right now and you were trying, getting better at dating takes time. And there will be periods of time where it feels like you're just spinning your wheels. If you've ever tried to lose weight, there can be times when you're doing your workouts and eating healthy and you're still not seeing the scale change, and that does feel super frustrating. But it's a process and it takes time. Now, I'm not expecting you to wake up on Valentine's Day and say, oh, I'm so glad I have nobody. But you have to believe in yourself and be patient with the process to achieve a goal that you really want. That applies to dating and pretty much anything in life. Now, that's about it for me. Now, if you weren't a fan of Valentine's Day and this changed your mind or helped you at all, please leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy Valentine's Day and take care.